It's part of the joke.
See, Bill doesn't want to be on camera, guys. That's how rough it's been.
It's back, folks.
Ah,
What's going on, people? Dude, I brought the bag out.
yeah.
This bag has stayed clean for 4 years.
Do you have a spare?
Sorry, I don't. I should. I should have, though. I should have bought one for you, Reg.
Um, Game Boy Reg, Bill
Bill
Corpse
Crispy
Crispy,
Murphy there.
hiding in a bag right
The bag is back, folks. It's back.
now. Bombers banter, Yankees post-mortem.
Season
Um,
finale. I wish we had a better season finale.
yeah, maybe a game five on a Friday. That would have been nice.
But that
Uh,
would have been lovely.
and look, I don't think the Yankees were winning based on the fact that they have been terrible all series.
Reg, before we go into the deep dive, do I have to take this off?
If people want to see your pretty face, yes. If not, you can hide it as much as you want.
It, well, folks, all I gotta say is I'm sorry, folks. It's been a week. The Yankees, some things in my personal life, but things are okay now on that department.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the Yankees, okay, you know what? The bag's coming on. I'm wearing my self-named jersey right now. This episode doesn't deserve the Garrett jersey, does it, Reg?
It doesn't
It does.
deserve us wearing Yankee apparel.
It doesn't. For those of you who are living under a rock, the Yankees got eliminated this week by the Toronto Blue Jays.
Mhm.
Dude, there's only one. I can think about 50 words to describe this: pitiful, embarrassing, shameful, just humiliating. This was just an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
This was an absolute disaster. The the only pitching that came through in this series was Schlittler,
Mhm.
and the batting, believe it or not, Aaron Judge, who we roast on always choking in the postseason. He actually came to play. Everyone else just shat the bed. You know what? This is just going to be a rant episode. I don't think we're even going to do Stump the Reg right now. I couldn't think of anything. And plus, I'm just too damn angry to think. The Let's go game by game. No, actually, I don't know if I want to do that. Because you know what? Because I hate my life right now.
Well, if we go game by game, we'll make it easy. A lot to a little in games one and two.
My God, they just came after that series against Boston.
Mm.
Dude, after that series against Boston, I was thinking, okay, we can give the Blue Jays a run for their money. Everybody was saying, and Reg, I hate to say this, buddy, I love you. And I love you to death. But you were saying if the Yankees get past the Jays, they're World Series bound.
Mm.
And everyone was saying that, and people were picking out Yankees are going to get to the World Series. And listen, I wasn't the you guys are all pie in the sky. No, I was saying, hey, let's see how this series goes. Because if we
Well,
don't get past
but
this
but
series,
but again, it was contingent on them winning the series. It was
okay,
contingent on the
true.
Yankees winning the series. I said whoever wins the series is going to go to the World Series. And I do think the Blue Jays are going to go to the World Series. The part that's so frustrating was that the Yankee bats, except for the middle innings of game 2, and then obviously game 3 with the Aaron Judge home run and the Jazz Chisholm home run and the insurance runs afterwards. So Yankees ended up scoring 8 unanswered runs to win that game 3. Excuse me. Other than that, there was nothing out of that offense.
The offense was,
Nothing.
except for Judge, the offense was dead.
The approach at the plate, Bellinger, Grisham, Volpe, Wells, Jazz, Giancarlo, was putrid all series long.
Was
Putrid. I'm
the
watching all
straight
these
was
Jays hitters against
garbage.
I'm watching all these Jays hitters against Rodon, Freed, and the Yankee bullpen. And you see you see a lot of these Toronto hitters, just slap the ball the other way, fouling off pitches, putting the ball in play. Obviously, Vladdy had a trillion home runs in that series. Um, excuse me. Um, you had all of these different Jays players, not just your big guns, but top to bottom of that lineup contributing against the Yankee pitching. And yet, I could not find one person besides Aaron Judge who contributed well. Maybe Ryan McMahon. Maybe whenever he was in the lineup.
Yes.
Rough. That was a rough series to watch. Pitching was horrific. Um, Bullpen was not good. I don't care what they did um in game 3. Bullpen was not good. That was rough.
Bullpen sucked.
That was
The
rough.
pitching, the only one who did decent was Schlittler.
It was not decent. Schlittler was fantastic.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for a Jazz Chisholm botched, whatever you want to call it, a double play, it would have been 2-1 going into the bottom of the 7th inning.
It would have. And you know what?
That's the sad part, Bill.
Yeah, that is the sad part. And listen, we just briefly recapped game 1 and 2. Game 3, Reg and I were watching that together. We just had a jolt of
Mhm.
electricity. Remember, Reg? We
Yeah,
just had
man.
a jolt of electricity. We were thinking this is going to be locked up or not locked up. We're thinking, okay, let's win tomorrow. Let's take this back to Toronto. But because game 3 was just fantastic. Like we were thinking in game 3, what was it, third or fourth inning when it was 6-1. We were thinking this game's over. This game is over. This game's fucking over.
Like,
And we thought we were getting. Okay, I don't have my broom here, but I thought we were getting swept. But then, because remember we were joking around that Bad Bunny being at the game was the most exciting thing there.
still
Uh,
is.
But then 2 runs, 6-3, and then Judge's 3-run homer. We're like, let's freaking go.
Yeah.
And then Jazz's home run.
Yeah.
By the end of that game, I'm thinking, hey, we're back in this thing. Let's win
Well,
tomorrow.
how could you not? Knowing that the Blue Jays for the second straight game, we're gonna go full bullpen game. Full bullpen.
There was no full bullpen.
A bullpen that you just teed off of, scored 8 runs off of.
So this should have been, dude, this should have been a, hey, they're using their bullpen tomorrow. We got a guy who just pitched fantastic in game three of the wild card series.
You know,
This is our chance.
like at least send it back north of the border, man. Look, if you don't
This
win
is
the
our
series,
chance. Let's tie this,
if you
tie
don't
this motherfucker up.
if you don't win the series, you don't win the series. But put pressure on these Blue Jays, man.
Like, listen, if they won, it was Wednesday night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Wednesday night. It was Wednesday night. And I was watching some of it. There was a good part of it. I was talking to my girlfriend, so sorry, Yankee fans. I don't know if I'm just a bad Yankee fan or a good boyfriend. But um, anyway, I was watching the game while talking to her because I just had this feeling that things were not going to go well. And then things just went south. Things just went south.
Well, in game four, it was 2-1. 2-1. By the way, the game-winning run. How about this, Bill? Just to make us even more nauseated. A sacrifice fly. A sacrifice fly from George Springer was the reason why the Blue Jays won that game. That was the difference. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Can you believe that? Yankees couldn't get a sacrifice fly for nothing. Um, but it was 2-1. Like I said, Jazz Chisholm had an easy inning-ending double play.
He botched it.
Botched it.
Botched it.
And instead of Cam Schlittler going 7 innings of 2-run ball, the Blue Jays barely hitting off of him. Yes, they're making contact, but the Yankees are making plays defensively. Instead of that, Devin Williams had to come in, try to salvage an inning. It was a disaster. It was a
Typical
disaster.
Aaron Boone. Oh my God, my pitcher gave up a walk. I need to go to the bullpen.
It wasn't a walk. It was an error.
You know what I mean, Reg. The
But it was
slightest
the right
thing.
move, though. It was the right move to go to. You're not going to put Ken Schlittler out there in a massive hole trying to hold runs. You're not going to do that.
Absolutely.
Um, but I mean, Boone did have a bad series though. He got outclassed again by a team. Um,
Outmanaged again.
yeah. Game one, he did not manage the bullpen well. Um, game two wasn't his fault. Max Fried needs to be better. Um, like overall, it was
You
just a
know what
rough
needs to be
series.
done.
It
Reggie,
was a
you know.
rough series of again, the Yankees, one being outmanaged, outclassed, outplayed. And now, Bill, as we transition to the offseason, once again, we have questions about the team's future.
And
How they're going to get to a
you
World
know what
Series.
I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking. I know what you're thinking. Any Yankee fan, every Yankee fan and their brother, it's usually in their mother, but okay, we'll throw brother in here. Every Yankee fan and their mother knows what we're thinking right now. You know what needs to be done, Reggie boy. You know what needs to be done.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna say it, you ready? Time to clean house. It's beyond time to clean house. You even told me, Reg, when we were texting after the game, what is there to defend anymore?
And here's the part that's even more frustrating. We've wasted Aaron Judge's prime. Aaron Judge is going into his mid 30s. We have
He,
maybe what of his prime, 1 or 2 more years left of phenomenal home
I would
run
say
rate,
maybe like,
run producing from Aaron Judge.
he's gonna be. You know what? He's gonna be for the Yankees. He's gonna be the next Don Mattingly. And what I
Like
mean by that
like
is
at some
he's
point,
making the playoffs, but
right? At some point, look, I think he's had a better career than Mangley because at least he's in the playoffs. Um, Bill, like something's got to give, man. You
I
know,
agree.
at some point, when do you look at the situation with Judge? We got to get Judge a World Series. There could be a reality, Bill, where down the road, a world where Aaron Judge never wins a World Series.
It's a huge possibility. That's a possibility.
That bothers me.
It
Aaron
bothers
Judge is
me
a
too.
great player.
And how he doesn't have a ring yet is absolutely shameful.
It's bonkers.
And you know what? Let me reiterate. There needs to be a fire Cashman, fire Boone. Boone, I've been saying this for years. He should have
Mhm.
been fired 4 years ago in Boston.
Yeah.
He should have been fired 4 years ago in Boston. Like the minute they stepped out of the locker room at Fenway Park after that wild card game, he should have been allowed back on the bus home.
No. Aaron Boone completed 8 seasons. He's going to go into his ninth in 2026.
Like, you know what's wrong with this team? If we go back to the Steinbrenner days,
Yeah.
the George Steinbrenner days, and everyone and their mother got fired and replaced, and I think Hal doesn't want to do that because he's like, hey, we need to obtain some type of stability. Stability means nothing if you keep losing.
But stability is going to lead you with the same questions.
And like, you know what? Yeah,
And
because
and we're going to keep getting the same crap ass answers from them too.
George Steinbrenner fired Billy Martin what 4 or 5 times, and
World Series manager Billy Martin too. I want people to keep in mind.
who won a World Series. And like, listen, all the managers he's gone through, um, George Stein, like I said, Billy Martin, Yogi Berra, Storm Merrill, Buck Showalter,
Lou
then
Piniella.
Joe Torre, then Joe Girardi. Like, listen, because George knew when things were wrong, when things were going bad, it was time to go another direction.
Yeah.
Um, it was time to go a new direction. And it's time to go a new direction. And like, here's the thing: Steinbrenner punished mediocrity. George punished mediocrity. Hal's rewarded it.
I don't get the lifelong leash with Cashman.
I don't get it either. Like,
I don't
Ashton
I
should have
don't get
been
it.
fired.
I don't get it.
Should have been fired years ago.
Yeah.
And like, listen, I understand. I understand what his Well, I understand what his lifelong leash with Cashman is, and it's the dumbest reason ever. And
Yeah.
you know it's a dumb reason. You want to know what that lifelong you know what that lifelong leash is? He got my daddy some World Series rings, so you know what? I got to keep him on board.
Oh, but you mentioned the word. It's stability, right? You don't want to make too many changes, right?
No, sorry, exactly, dude. Just because something worked for a while doesn't mean it's working forever. And guess what? It is time. It is time. It's time to change. It's time to get rid of Brian Cashman. It's time to get rid of Aaron Boone. And like, listen, last year you had no leg to stand on with Aaron Boone, and I'll give him that. You took your team to the World Series, so he has no. Hal Steinbrenner had no leg to stand on to fire him. Now, does he have a leg to stand on? I absolutely think he does. Now I know what you're all thinking, but Bill, they made it to the playoffs. Yeah, guess what? We gotta stop setting the bar so damn low. And I think Reggie might agree with me. Reggie, do you agree with me, or am I losing my mind?
I, I just think that you're not losing your mind. It doesn't matter that Brian Cashman can construct a roster as well as he did in 2025. If it doesn't result into a championship, we need fresh voices. Brian Cashman is now gone 16 years
That all right?
without a World Series championship.
Most
Aaron Boone,
franchises, Reg, if you go on this, they wouldn't make it past, I don't know, 5 years.
Aaron Boone has never won a championship as a manager of the
And he's
Yankees,
still there.
and he's still there.
You know what? This is what pisses me off about sports sometimes. In any other profession, if you were doing something like this to a company, you'd be gone. They would say, you suck at your job, we're gonna have to let you go. You suck at your job, we're gonna have to let you go. But then, hey, you keep sucking, here's 3 more years. Well, you got us. Well, wow, we didn't finish in last place this year. Oh, here's a bonus.
Aaron Boone is going to go a decade
A
as,
decade,
as Yankee
dude.
manager.
Like, listen, 20, I gotta go through all these years now. 2018, okay, lost the LDS. That I was willing to be a little more forgiving because
I
that was
was not very forgiving. That 100 win season was a joke. That was a joke.
for the Red Sox.
Well, part of it that, but also another part of it was the fact that, the Yankees were clearly not better than Boston. They,
But
they had a lot of flaws.
but 2018, I'm like thinking, okay, new manager, gotta get the kinks out. I get it. 2019, all right, you made it to the LCS. You went 6 games. Not too upset. Wish we won, but I'm not too upset. 2020, less said about that, the better. 2021, again, that was when Aaron Boone should have been fired. He should have been allowed back on the bus in Boston. And then 2022, again, he should have been fired after shaking Dusty's hand. 2023, he should have been shown the door. 2024, he wins the pennant. He's in the World Series. They lose the World Series, but you know what? That is a season because I said this last year. He's gonna get like you. Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman have no leg to stand on right now. They had no leg to stand on last year of letting him go. Now you have two freaking legs to stand on, and you have two legs to stand on. And I just want to say this: the I'm just gonna say it. The and now you have two legs to stand on. It is time to clean house. I'm done defending Brian Cashman. Actually, no, I've been done for years defending him. I'm done defending Aaron Boone. Hal Steinbrenner, if you are watching this, it is time to blow things up. And I think Reg, agree or disagree. It's time. It was time 4 years ago. Just fire it. Goodbye, Cashman. Goodbye, Boone. Time to get some new blood in there. It's time. It's beyond freaking time.
But I'm not going to waste my time saying that because you know it's not going to happen.
I
You know it's not going to happen, Bill. It's going to be the
you know,
same crap every year.
you know what? I'm about to do something absolutely ridiculous right now. And Reg, I kind of wish we were recording this right now in person because then you could slap me as hard as you can. Are you ready, Reg?
Mm.
I want you to put this on record. I want you to put this on X. I want you to put this on any social media we have because this needs to be done. Hal Steinbrenner, I am giving you an invitation to come on this podcast.
He ain't gonna come.
I I'm about 99% sure he's not, but I am giving you an invitation to come on this podcast and explain yourself. And let me tell you also, and I know people thinking if that were to happen, which again, we're about 99% sure it won't, because two reasons. One, I don't think he's going to waste his time with some random schlubs who do a show out of their basement. Am I right, Reg?
Right.
He's not going to waste his time with us. But also, I don't think he's good. Because what have I always said here, Reg, about when we do the show? We're not the Yes Network. I'm not Michael Kay. I'm not going to sit here and coddle Hal Steinbrenner and go, yes, Hal, that was wonderful. Yes, Hal, that's a good idea. I'm not going to sit here and baby him. I'm a Yankee fan, and that's why I do this show. But we have made it clear from the first time we did this show, we're not going to bullshit you. We're going to give you the absolute truth.
And the truth
And I,
is, it's same old, right?
same bullshit. The only thing that changes is the calendar. And Hal Steinbrenner, again, we're 99% sure this isn't going to happen, but Hal, chair is up. Your chair's right there. You are more than happy. Well, you are more than welcome to come on. But just remember this: I'm not going to sit here and be nice to you. We're not going to sit here and be nice to you. But Hal Steinbrenner owes us an explanation because right now this is beyond just one or two bad years. This is beyond
And
rough patches.
with
This is
each
absolute. This franchise, Reggie, my dear friend, is an absolute disaster. And somebody needs to be held accountable.
with each ticking clock
Tick, 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 tick.
goes Aaron Judge's ability, goes free agents, goes Yankee chances. The window is shutting and 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 shutting as time goes on. I have no idea what the Yankees are going to look like in 2026.
I don't either.
We have some good players going on free agency. Cody Bellinger just opted out of his contract.
We'll miss him.
I don't think he's coming back. Who's going to replace him? Pete Alonso? I'll take Pete, but being realistic, I don't know. Probably not. Knowing the Yankees, they probably won't. They'll
But
probably
Peter
make Ben,
Alonso,
they'll probably make Ben Rice the full-time first baseman.
there they probably would. Which
They
Ben
would
Rice
definitely
can
do
be
that.
good. He can be good.
But there's so many questions. We'll get to it during the offseason more in depth. But I have no clue what this Yankee team is going to look like in 2026. And what infuriates me is that we've had chances 2024, 2025 to get the job done. And yet the Yankees still have not gotten the job done. That's the problem.
So who should the Yankees look after in free agency?
Well, they're definitely going to need to look at first base. I think we're okay with the outfield. This depends
Okay.
on whether it's going to be Spencer Jones, Jason Dominguez, all those people. By the way, Jason Dominguez in garbage time show me a whole lot more than Giancarlo Bellinger, Grisham, Volpe. Volpe needs to go. I'll tell you one person that definitely needs to be off this
Agreed.
roster. Volpe
Agreed.
absolutely needs to go. He is done. He's dead. He's over.
But Reg, he's the next Derek Jeter. Okay, anyone who says that, Reggie, my brother in Christ, Reggie, anyone who believes that, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. If you believe Anthony Volpe, remember when he came, everyone was saying he was going to be the next Jeter. Dude, if you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. And it's a lovely bridge, Reg. Would you like to buy my bridge? Reg, would you like to buy my bridge? I'll give it to you for $6,000. Are you buying my bridge?
Probably not.
It's only 6 grand. I'm giving it to you for 6 grand. Come on, that's a good deal. But no, yeah, like I said, if you believe Volpe is good, then all I can say is I have a great therapist I can recommend you to. And two, what are you smoking and can I have some, please? My
Something's got to
God.
give. 2026.
Something's
And
got to give.
if
You know,
2026 is a retooling year, so you're not necessarily chasing the championship, you're trying to figure out some of the young kids, you're trying to figure out this new whole thing with the Yankees. They got to be straight up. But
if
I'm
they
just
just said,
letting you
hey, we're just
know.
trying to retool this year.
But I'm just trying to let. I just want to let you know. It's gonna be another year wasted for Aaron Judge, who does not deserve
He doesn't.
to be losing this many times in the playoffs.
Judge doesn't deserve this. And
Right now, he's
Yankees are
up
at
there.
a
He is up
Yankees
there
are
with
at
the
a
great hitters that have never won a championship.
he's going to be up there with Ted Williams and Barry Bonds.
Sammy Sosa, Ken Griffey, like all these people that have never won a World Series champion.
He
Who
might
are
be there.
highly regarded.
And it's not and the sad thing is it's not his fault. You have an incompetent manager. You have a GM, you have ownership that doesn't want to move on. If I was Hal Steinbrenner, the greatest thing I could do right now is him to come out and say, there's going to be some big changes. Aaron Boone is relieved of his managerial duties effective immediately. And Brian Cashman has been relieved of his duties as general manager effective immediately. And I've been saying this for a while. I know y'all are probably tired of hearing this. Cashman, you gotta show a little bit of grace when you let him go. The guy did give you 4 championships, so you gotta be a little respectful.
It's not a matter, Bill, of giving him kudos. We've given
Huh.
Cashman many kudos for what he's done for the Yankee
Well,
organization.
if I was Hal Steinbrenner and Reg, I would just say I would call him in my office. I would call Cashman in my office and say, Brian, I'm sorry, this isn't working anymore. We're
But
gonna
he's
have to
not going
go
to
a
do
new
that.
direct. We're
He's
gonna
not
have
going
to
to do
go a
that.
new direction. We thank you for your years of service to our organization,
He's not going to do that.
but it's time for another direction.
He's not going to do that.
Dude, he's been there for 27 years. He's been GM for 27 years.
He's not going to do that.
Just
Longer,
so we can
longer
pay
in the
the.
organization, by the way.
Yes. But for how long he's been GM, let me paint you a picture of how long that's been. I was in preschool when they hired him. My brother was just a few months from being born when they hired him. Reg was 3. My girlfriend was probably like a year old. So that's how long Brian Cashman has been here.
Like, isn't that wild though? And look, we appreciate the championships. 16 years is a long leash for someone that hasn't figured it out yet. With this era of Yankee baseball.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know, man. The time's ticking. Everything's ticking. Clock's ticking. We can't waste Aaron Judge's prime. And
No,
there
we
is a
can't.
reality bill that exists out there where that could be the case. That'd be disastrous. So moving forward with the Bombers banter, um, we'll obviously try to get in some off-season specials when we can. Um, we'll talk about free agency. We'll obviously be on watch. Who's going to be the next first baseman? Is it going to be Cody Bellinger? I would take him back. I thought Cody was great. Um, yeah, man, like it's gonna be another rough off season. And to think October the 11th, we're talking about Yankee off season
This is embarrassing.
stuff. And not
You know
about
what?
the
Go
Yankees
stump the
going,
Reds today. I can't think of anything.
yeah.
And
Yeah, no stump to rest today.
yeah, I'm not in a stumping mood, Reg.
It's all good.
I'm not in a
Well,
stumping
well,
mood.
I mean, the bottom line is how could you?
Yeah, I'm not in a stumping mood today, Reg.
Yeah.
Um, and I love stumping you, but yeah. So how is this show gonna look from here on in? We'll probably give you a free agency show, and I don't want to say that because remember the infamous free agency show that never happened. We were gonna say, okay, we'll give you one when free agency begins, which is usually 5 days after the World Series ends. Okay, we'll wait till November to give you one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll wait till winter meetings. Okay, we'll wait till after Christmas.
Mhm.
And it never got done. So we're not promising you anything right now.
You know, it's not about promising. We're just letting you know this could happen, this could not happen. I don't know.
We'll try to maybe do like a free agency show next month.
Yeah.
And then if like any big news happens, we will absolutely come on and do it for you,
Yep.
which you know the big news I want to cover, but you know that's not going to happen. You know what that is, Reg. When we get the breaking news that Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone have been fired, but we all know that ain't going to happen. So,
It it's wishful
well,
thinking.
it is very wishful thinking. I'm dreaming.
If you like what you
So,
see, you'll see more of it in 2026 for sure. Bombers
and
banter.
we want to thank you all for coming along for this ride this season. We want to thank all of you.
Yeah.
You're the reason we do this show. Thank you so much. And it's been an interesting season. It's had its ups and downs, apparently more downs, but you've always stayed by us, and we thank you for it because we're not professionals. We're just two schlubs who do a podcast out of my basement.
Right. And again, man, just always root for the Yankees, but I don't know, man. I love I want this team to do well,
I do too.
and I really want to see some success. So on to
So,
2026. Off season starts in the month.
yep. So yeah, hopefully then we'll give you a free agency show. We'll say who they should keep, who they should dump.
Yep.
who they should pick up,
Yeah.
we will let y'all know.
Right.
All right. So for all of us here, again, thank you for watching with us this season. For Danny Boy Reginald, I'm Bill Corpus, Crispy Murphy. Go to www.thesportsinsanitynetwork.com. Check everything out. Check out our podcast available on all platforms, and don't forget like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell here to get more whether it's this or Sunday Sideline Report or Batter Up or Thursday Night Gridiron. It's all here.
We
For Danny
appreciate
Boy,
you. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. What is it?
I was about to say we appreciate you, love you, we thank you.
From both of us here, and thank you to the dugout of Millwood. Stay safe and